Tyson Alualu met with Mike Tomlin Wednesday to find out why Tomlin effectively called him out during his press conference on Tuesday. Welcome, Steeler Nation, to your latest episode of your Pittsburgh Steelers Syndicate with me, your host, Britsburgh, Owen, your voice from across the pond. Guys, if this is the first time you found the Pittsburgh Steelers Syndicate, welcome. Come and join the Syndicate family. Hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and smash that like button, guys. Syndicate is a fastest growing Pittsburgh Steelers news, views, and updates channel. Your one-stop shop for all your black and gold knowledge. All your best black and gold news is found here. Forget the rest. This is the best. Right, guys. Well, we're going to talk today about Tyson Alualu. Tyson Alualu, who obviously missed most of last season with a broken ankle. It was felt that once Alualu returned to the defensive line, this would be a sort of panacea for the Steelers' inability to stop the run. However, this did not seem to be the case Thursday night against the Cleveland Browns, where the Cleveland Browns gashed the Steelers for over 170 yards rushing. Well, Nick Chubb, I think, was primarily responsible for that. But then again, Nick Chubb smashes everybody, doesn't he? What happened, though, during the press conference on Tuesday that led to Tyson Alualu seeking a meeting with Mike Tomlin on Wednesday? Well, the first noticeable thing was that on the Steelers' official depth chart, Montravius Adams, the nose tackle the Steelers picked up last season, was moved ahead of Tyson Alualu to be the starting nose tackle. Alualu was in effect then called out by Pittsburgh Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin during his press conference on Tuesday. Alualu, who has been with the Pittsburgh Steelers since 2017, nearly left at the beginning of last season to go to Jacksonville Jaguars, however, had a change of heart and came back to the Steelers. This was what was tweeted out about that press conference interchange between Tomlin and the Steelers media. This is by my good buddy, Chris Carter. Mike Tomlin on Montravius Adams moving ahead of Tyson Alualu on the hashtag Steelers depth chart at nose tackle. Tomlin said he's been playing better than Tyson. We just felt that was appropriate. Wow. Fancy that in front of all of Steelers media without obviously being told, though, because why else would Alualu seek a meeting on Wednesday to call out your starting nose tackle and effectively say that his backup is playing better than him. Therefore, you are moving his backup ahead of him in the depth chart. I wonder what that did to Tyson Alualu hearing that news. Probably the reason why he called for this meeting with Tomlin on Wednesday. Now, we don't know the outcome of this meeting from Wednesday, as it was obviously a private discussion between Coach Tomlin and nose tackle Tyson Alualu. What went on there? Well, we can only guess and surmise. But Montravius Adams, though, is now listed as the Steelers' starting nose tackle. Adams, who came and started and played for the Steelers last season from the New Orleans Saints practice squad, had previously played with Green Bay Packers in the NFL. Adams came in to play nose tackle at a time when the Steelers' rush defense was really struggling and made some difference and played a very solid role for the Steelers last season. He played 5 games in total, had 8 total tackles and 1 pass defense during his time with the Steelers last year. He was then re-signed during the offseason by the Pittsburgh Steelers and retained on the 53-man roster. About his dropping, I guess, down the depth chart, Tyson Alualu had this to say. Alualu said, "It's more about getting back to playing like I know I can and doing that consistently." So Alualu clearly thinks that perhaps he is not up to that standard that he would expect of himself. It's back to the drawing board and seeing where I can get better from here. So Alualu is clearly determined to improve and develop and get better. However, at 35 years old, is this still possible? Alualu is felt by many Steelers insiders and Steelers reporters that he is starting to look every bit of those 35 years and has really struggled this season. Where the Steelers struggled in the second half against the Patriots with the running game and throughout the entire game with the Browns, the Steelers were often gashed up the middle, exactly where Alualu plays, citing that there must be some sort of weakness there from Alualu and his speed and his ability to get off blocks to tackle the running back. Alualu has quite clearly struggled this season. Some of it might also be the fact that he is returning from a broken ankle after missing the whole of last season, well, apart from a game and a half. Aluaalu has spoken again and again about since this meeting and since his movement down at the depth chart about his desire to improve and to get better. Now, it's interesting, isn't it? That he decided to have call this meeting with Coach Tomlin. Like I said, it's obviously not the case that Tomlin informed him before the movement down the depth chart, which you could say is quite poor man management. Often you feel that if you're going to drop a player or move a player down a depth chart, you should meet with them beforehand to explain to them the reasons for it. Quite obviously, that was not done to Tyson Alualu. Why else would he have called for this meeting Wednesday? However, this is not the last we will see of Tyson Alualu this season, as the way the Steelers and all NFL teams rotate their defensive linemen, there is a strong possibility that Alualu will play some part, if not a limited part, in the rest of the Steelers games this year. He could also get back to his dominant best and even return to the starting spot. Who knows, Steeler Nation? Who knows? Anyway, Steeler Nation, let me know in the comments below what you think of this move to move Montravius Adams ahead of Tyson Alualu. Also, let me know what you think of the fact that Aluaalu called for a meeting and had a meeting with Mike Tomlin Wednesday to seek the reasons why he had been moved down the depth chart. Is this poor man management or just part of the running of a normal football team in the NFL? Anyway, thanks for watching the Pittsburgh Steelers Syndicate. Hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and come and join the Syndicate family. Let's finish this as we always do. Sorry about that. Finish this as we always do with, here we go, Steelers. Come on!